Hey y'all,
Welcome back
to the channel. Yes, honey.
I know you fucking lying.
Okay then. You might hit different.
This is not Real Housewives.
I already know. Okay, Drew, that shit is in my head. Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, Lord have mercy.
It's
Definitely a whole nother week later.
we are already on just a natural high / buzz.
I don't have a buzz. You got buzz?
I said natural.
Damn. I heard the natural, but I thought the natural was for the high and the buzz was for the liquor.
Whatever. Listen, make sure y'all have y'all stuff.
Definitely get that tequila.
TEREMANA.
Yes, y'all. And y'all little fruits and shit.
Yes, your chases and all of that, because we are getting into BlackInkCrewnewyork.
Episode 9.
Yes, episode 9.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a pretty beautiful day. Get into it.
Definitely, y'all.
Per.
So the show pretty much starts off with the crew talking about this Last Supper. If y'all did not see it, make sure y'all go back and watch our last preview. But it was just Ted and Puma getting the crew together, and they talking about
dreamy behavior.
Yeah, shit going on in the house.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what they talking about. They're not cool with how Ink Dreamy is moving around the house. Everybody is pretty much against him, so it's 7 against 1 at this point.
Right.
Miracle sitting over there talking about she ain't fucking with him because she ain't like how he got in between her and Santana. No, girl, you let him get in between.
And you also Santana. Keeping it up, talking about you don't really fuck with Santana
because you don't trust her.
You don't trust her, bitch. You really ain't even been in the house with her long enough to be trusting nobody. You getting to learn that person and to see what it is that they can offer and bring to you. So at this point, you're taking things on account that Dreamy told you. Exactly. She clearly told you it was her mama. And if you wanted to find out whether or not it was the truth, you could have done that. But instead, you want to keep going with the, assumption that she's lying.
Don't hop on that bandwagon to try to do some bullshit. I don't like that.
I don't know about you.
I didn't like that shit at all. Anyways, yeah, so that's pretty much what they was talking about. So Puma stops by and he summons Ink Dreamy to the office and pretty much kicks his ass out, talking about you fucking up morale. Mm-hmm. And he didn't appreciate the way that you was talking to the women, and you just not good business. No. Pretty much. So
you gotta go. They let his ass go.
Pretty much. I just did not like Ink Dreamy's rebuttal. Like, you one of those people, we already know you one of those people that has to have something to say.
The last thing to say.
And that's what it was. You got to be having the last word, and you wrong. You wrong. Like, why you can't accept accountability that you made people feel uncomfortable? You was doing this, and that. And you got multiple people telling you everybody can't be fucking wrong. So why did you feel the need to have the last word? And Puma's sitting over there talking like this. And I'm looking at Puma like, look the fuck at this man.
Boss up.
You fired.
Boss up, Puma.
Puma, you looked at scared in that moment. I guess you thought he was gonna do something because he fired you fired him. I don't know. We also thought that May Rich was gonna be on the way out the door, but he just said, y'all better tighten the fuck up. Rich, get your shit in order.
Period.
Puma also decides to let the team know that they got a competition coming up. The old heads, Drea and Alex. I hate that Michelle wasn't there because this is what you're looking for. But Drea and Alex, they're gonna have teams, and they're pretty much gonna be doing a tattoo on a client, and they'll be doing the tattoo from consultation all the way to the end. Mm-hmm. So Alex's team was Trilla, Genova, Liza, and May Rich. And then Drea's team was AMH, Santana, and Miracle. Drea talking about how the fuck he get 4 and I get 3. I mean, technically I get 2 because Miracle don't even tag.
But Miracle was your AP. Like
that was the person that was gonna be
if they
that.
needed another artist, you could have stepped your ass in. And like, come on.
I
At the
didn't
end
know
of the day,
Teddy
you
had
still need motherfucking camera time too.
and do
So you should have just shut the fuck up. But instead, they brought in Kibo from the damn mixer.
Speaking of camera time, I don't know if because you're not getting camera time, you doing these fucked up ass wigs. But I'm tired of this blue and this burgundy.
She's always had ugly wigs.
And me, okay, them hoes is ugly. I hope you know that. I don't know who laying your shits down.
Yeah.
But find somebody better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gonna be on what's the name, Dre's side. So next day it's competition time. Two people come and they finna get their tattoos. One person talking about he wanted some, what the fuck he called that shit?
So first you gotta mention who's doing what. So Liza, she was giving color and shading.
Mm-hmm.
Rich was assigned to be the AP because we know he always liked to lead, but they giving him an opportunity to follow and work as a team.
You know he mad as shit about that.
Genova picks designing and consulting. Trilla is giving line work. Miracle picks AP. AMH is doing color and shading. Kivo is giving the lining, and Santana is giving the customer service, which is the consulting. The design is skull.
It's a skull challenge. You could kind of tell that people was definitely uncomfortable with some of their positions because they had already chose what position they thought they was gonna get until they said, "Oh, we shaking shit up just to see, how people are in different roles." So we'll see how that goes.
Right.
So yeah, the skull. So the first customer that comes in, the client that's there, he wants
filigree.
Filigree. And Santana was like, I don't know what that is, but we'll get on it. And I looked like I didn't know what filigree was either.
So Drea explained it.
Yeah.
It's the line work, like the little designs that is on the money, on our currency money.
And also, like the Saint sign too.
If you can see it in some cultural antiques kind of
buildings and stuff like that. It's just a lot of intricate design.
We'll show y'all.
Yeah, we'll get a picture up there. And Dre's like, why would she ask that? I'm with you. Even with me not being a tattoo artist, I would never, unless you was to ask me right then in that moment, do you know what that is? No, but if you don't ask me and you say, oh, I want this, oh, okay. And I'm gonna write that shit down and go figure out what it is. Don't ever let them know where you lack and you slack, okay?
Right.
Anyways, so they pretty much get started on their tattoos. They doing the tattoos, and you just kind of seeing how people working out. May Rich, you did so good with not switching, trying to take over. He specifically stayed in his role, and he fucking AP.
Yeah.
Miracle took 15 hours to fucking get the station in order. I said, how long we gonna rap?
You gotta realize she's not an AP. She's not an apprentice.
But
she's a piercer.
And don't she gotta rap her station too?
No.
Why not?
Why the fuck would she have to rap? Unless she doing like
you see next episode she's gonna be doing some extra. Yeah, on a situation like that,
like genital piercings or something like that. You don't have to wrap your station for a nose piercing.
But she does those type of piercings because she told us. She said in her portfolio she had some of those in there. Yeah. So that means you should know how to rap.
Not like them. Not for a tattoo.
I guess so because it took her a while, honey. Either way, finally everybody started to get Santana. She had to. That was Santana, right? She had to.
She had to place the stencil, and she placed it in the spot incorrectly twice.
Y'all, you just can't make this shit up.
But she's been tattooing for what? I think she said 2 years.
My thing is, if you work by yourself, shouldn't you know how to place a stencil? Did she say she was a freehander?
I don't think she said she was a freehander. I
don't think she did either.
But the fact that y'all have been in the house for however long, that's what y'all are there to do. Build up on each other's skills. teaching and learning from each other. I don't think you guys are utilizing being in the house together as a benefit.
They're not. Why y'all not tattooing on each other?
Or at least showing how I would do a tattoo from start to finish, and then letting somebody critique.
Period. You know this is a competition. Get with it.
Trilla, he shaved the area on the skin down. He was shaving down instead of shaving up. And the client picked up on that immediately. Like, hey, I done got a lot of tattoos and they always shave up, not down.
I was sitting up there like, well, what difference does it make? But then I thought about it. I was like, well, if you shave down and you fuck around and miss some hair because the hair lays down,
it's going to get infected.
Boom, shakalaka, there it is.
We already know when you go get waxes, they gonna pull it up, pull it down. When you shave your own body, you shave up, not down.
I do both. I shave down first to get majority, and then for the close shave, I go up.
End of the day, he shaved wrong. So the client was just like, look, at this point, I ain't even confident in Trilla's line work because he didn't even know how to shave me right. So, I think I want to pick her, which is Genova, which is Trilla's girlfriend, to do my line work.
And then Trilla ass get irritated, frustrated. He's like, what a stencil at? I can do it myself.
I can do a better tattoo than y'all.
Okay then, but I mean, dude, just even if a client, if that's what the client wants, just do it. Do it. He said start this way. Don't start the other way. Just I don't care which way. And it made sense. It's not like he was saying shit that didn't make sense.
It was the right way.
Start at the bottom and you know you finna be wiping off. You're gonna wipe off the fucking stencil. So yeah, Trilla.
It just doesn't make sense. And and he was basically going back and forth with the client. So he's like, look, I want her, and that's just that on that. I'm more confident in her than I am in you.
Honey, so she went ahead and did it.
Yeah.
And Liza then gets to starting her shading. And she's shading wrong.
Yeah.
She's shading light to dark instead of dark to light. And Meg Richardson over there talking to Alex, talking about, I'm really trying to keep it together and not say nothing, but she's doing it wrong. And the reason why I guess you go from dark to light so you don't bruise the skin, because if you do light and you do too much, I guess, you got to go back. Yeah, you have to keep going in the same spot, which could bruise the skin instead of just starting off dark. And she's sitting up because the client asked her, he was like, why don't you go from dark to light? You should be going from light to dark. Oh no, I do that because I think she said something like I might not need as much ink, so either way, they was like you're educating the client wrong. And Alex let her.
Alex, as a leader, I would have whispered in her ear to tell her, hey, you need to change out and do dark to light. And let her respond to say what she was comfortable with. But at the end of the day, the client was still comfortable enough to allow her to do the light, then the dark.
Clearly. I wonder how that shit gonna heal up.
Yeah.
That's the question.
To me, the team that won the tattoo that I liked best
was Drea's.
That
was a nice tattoo, huh?
It was a very nice, and the filigree it set it off.
It was very nice.
It so unique and different.
That shading was nice. That skull, the shape. AMA
did a good job.
She did a damn good job. What's her name that we was just talking? Liza. You could have shaded that skull in a little bit more. Like it could have been a lot more done. You could have made it realistic, like looking like it was at the Lion King. You know the Lion King with the coyotes going the thing, y'all. It could look like that. You missed the ball.
Yeah, y'all could have did so much better with the design as well. And you just gave a simple ass skull.
That's why AMH called you.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So at the end of it, we wind up finding out that the two clients are actually very pro-experienced tattoo artists. One actually owns 2 shops, and then the other one has been working under the one that owns the 2 shops over 12 years.
I think he said 12 to 14 years.
Yeah, over. So they knew what the fuck they was talking about. That's why they were asking the questions. And Puma and Ted, I actually think that was a great
idea.
A great competition. Mm-hmm. Like, get somebody that actually knows what the fuck they talking about.
Yes.
So
arguing. no fighting.
They didn't go back and forth with them at all. They just asked their questions and whatever you said, oh, okay.
This was one of the first competitions in Black Ink history that went well.
Yes, it was a very successful competition. I liked it. It was very good. Yeah. Ultimately, it's not like a team won or anything. They were only doing this just to see how people will
worked under pressure out of their comfort zone. So it was an individual competition.
Pretty much. So we next day, Puma asks everyone who they feel is the weakest link in the house. Mm-hmm. And majority pretty much says that they feel like Trilla is the weakest link. Santana says she felt like she was yesterday. Mm-hmm. Kudos on accountability. Yes. Trilla also said, yeah, he fucked up. Mm-hmm. You know, he accepted accountability. And AMH said that Liza is the weakest in the crew.
Which she was.
She was. Your shading was
whack as fuck.
It was.
And then you got Miracle wanting to throw Santana under the bus. It's just like, girl, she fucked up.
Because you could tell she did that shit based off of her personal feelings about that damn girl. Not because of her customer service. Because the customer service was fine. Yeah. It was just the fact that she literally had to relay that stencil multiple times and maybe not knowing what a calligraphy. Whatever the fuck that shit is.
Yeah.
But her customer service was just fine. So Miracle, if anything, you weak because you was sitting over there taking forever.
When she didn't know what the filigree was, she was just like, okay, I'm gonna look that up and we'll get that down for you. Mm-hmm. Sat them down, conversated with them. Mm-hmm. She also did the designing too. We got to think about that. She did the designing.
She did draw.
So it's kind of like, shut the fuck up. Because the tattoo turned out awesome with her fucking designing it.
And you still sitting over there letting this ink dreaming influence your situation shit with this like girl.
A bitter bitch. Bitch.
You know who you just sounded like? You know, y'all know the movie Beauty Shop. When Queen Latifah came to her old shop, when she found out that Jorge was doing a lot to sabotage her shop, and she finally went to his shop with people, and he said, good luck going back to the hood, bitch. That's what you sound like.
I'm just saying, Miracle, you getting on my nerves.
Honey, you getting on mine too.
And I little damn child. The bottom three was Liza, Trilla, and Santana.
Yeah.
And Trilla was sent home.
Genova. Unfortunately, your man is the weakest link. Goodbye. Like, stop trying to. I just didn't like Pooh would sit up there. Okay, who's the weakest link? And I was sitting up there like, well. Who's the name? She said, although we did a good job, y'all, and I kind of feel like this, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Puma said, and the weakest link is?
Get to it. Period.
Trilla.
At the end of the day, if that's your man, y'all should have been at home practicing instead of doing all this lovey-dovey cuddle shit.
I did not see in no scene y'all sitting over there doing nothing. The only time I seen something when he AP'd your ass that one time. Any other time, I always see everybody on the fucking couch or in their bed or in the kitchen. Exactly.
Or talking or drinking. It's like y'all should have been using the opportunity of being in the house with a tattoo setup, all of y'all fucking materials and stuff.
Y'all got plenty skin.
Y'all be in the room together, you and Trilla. You should have been teaching him some of these things. You know that he hasn't been tattooing that long. You should have been helping your man to win this competition so that y'all can be on the team together whenever they open up the motherfucking shop. So why the fuck you was explaining so motherfucking slow and getting on my goddamn nerves?
Mine too.
Bitch, I'm like, just say it.
We know it's Trilla. Stop playing with us.
He took it like a champ, though.
He did. And he didn't even sit up there and make you feel a certain way about, I don't know what y'all said to each other personally, but it didn't seem like he said anything rude because y'all were still lovey-dovey up until he walked out that fucking door.
Yeah.
So clearly he's grown enough, mature enough to know, yeah, he fucked up, and unfortunately, you just gotta call a spade a spade.
You gotta call a spade a spade.
So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
His ass gone, and so is Ink Dreamy. So
and that's on her.
We getting them knocked out now. We getting down to the
nitty gritty. Yeah, so y'all let us know in the comments below what y'all think about this video. Make sure y'all like, dislike, comment, whether good or bad, because the comments is always on, just like my motherfucking mic hole.
And we always got a reply for you.
Okay, make sure y'all share on all social media platforms.
Yes. And
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube.
Definitely, y'all. Make sure
we
y'all
trying to
hit
get
us up.
worldwide.
We definitely trying to. Y'all sitting over here looking at all these AI fake ass hoes.
I got some shit for y'all ass. Stay in tune.
Okay then.
Okay. All right.
We gonna catch y'all next week, huh?